Sometimes the purpose of a video is for me to show you a product that maybe you haven't seen before and give you some kind of insight, give you my thoughts about it, maybe give you information about it that you didn't have. And sometimes the purpose of a video is to just say, oh my God, there's this amazing product that you didn't know about and you got to try it. And this is one of those videos. And I'm really excited about this video because the product that I'm not going to tell you about, I'm going to tell you about it, but the product that isn't the focus of today's video is this. This is the OmniFixo Helping Hands tool. I did a review about this previously. It is an amazing helping hands tool for anybody who does soldering or small electronics work, anything like that. And the problem with it is it's really freaking expensive. And today I'm here to tell you, well, we'll go over like why it's so good. It won't take very long. It's pretty obvious. But today I'm here to tell you that we have a much less expensive. This is like $15. And it's not quite as good as the OmniFixo in every way, but it's like a quarter the price. So I'm Joshua Bardwell. You're going to learn something today. So the OmniFixo is a helping hands tool. If you've ever soldered, you've seen those big, long helping hands tools with the flexible arms. And I've always hated those because I think it's really hard to get a precise placement with those big, long arms. They don't tend to hold very well. It's just kind of like a lot of room to take up on your bench. The way the OmniFixo works is you've got these magnetic bases, and they connect to the little holders. The little holders are spring loaded, and the beauty of that is that you can just grab a wire, place it wherever you want it to be. And then you can just take your soldering iron, you can tin it up, just like do whatever you need to do. And I've always really appreciated the OmniFixo helping hands when trying to splice two wires together. I mean, it's good for any kind of soldering you want to do just because it's so easy to hold the wire and put it where it needs to be. But you can really precisely line up a splice just like that. And that is very hard to do if you have any other kind of helping hands or if you are just trying to do it freehand. You just can't get the wires together like that, making good surface contact. But I totally can. And I just come in here, get some solder on there, bing, bang, bong. We have a nice, beautiful splice. But like any great product, the OmniFixo is not accessible to many hobbyists. So the small version that you see here with 2 clips is $38, and there is a larger version that comes with 4 clips, and it is $69. And a lot of people would feel that that's more than they want to pay, even if they feel like it's actually worth it for what you get. Enter this thing. I stumbled across this while searching for helping hands tools on AliExpress. I wasn't specifically searching for an OmniFixo replacement, but I was looking for some other kind of helping hand tool. And this is in the same vein as the OmniFixo, but it is different enough from the OmniFixo that I don't feel like I'm like taking food out of the OmniFixo creator's mouth. And that's a very original product with a lot of innovation in it. I think that guy deserves to be rewarded, and he can charge whatever he feels is fair. But this is like, you still have the clamps, but they are not adjustable in the same way. Now, they're still pretty good. I've done some work with this. If anything, they're stronger. The magnets are very strong. So I can very easily clamp here and clamp here. And I can kind of bring them together. It's not quite as good. I mean, I'm not going to kid you. It's not quite as good. It takes just a little more effort to get them lined up. Like I can kind of wiggle this a little, get them lined up. There we go. We'll make it work. And we got a nice joint. It's okay. The main limitation is that they are not adjustable of their angle. You can only slide them around. You can't adjust the height very easily, or really at all. So on the OmniFixo, we can actually flip it upside down and hold something closer to the base if we so desire. We can also stack these and literally just do all kinds of custom stuff. And that just is out of reach with this other helping hands tool. But here's what makes it so freaking appealing. This right here is $9, $10 on AliExpress. I think it's $8 and change. It's $9, $10, $8, whatever. It's not very freaking expensive. It's a quarter the cost, almost, of the OmniFixo of the similar size and with 2 clamps. And you can get 2 extra clamps for about $8. It's about $15, $16 all in for a setup like this. And I've like forced myself to work with this a little bit just so I could get an honest feel of how it is. And like, I'm not gonna like blow smoke up your behind. It's not as good as the OmniFixo. It isn't. The freedom to put the OmniFixo exactly where you want it is really good, but it's definitely worth $15 or $8, $9. It's 100% worth it. Like, whatever you're doing now, this will be better for 50% or more of what you're doing now. And then if, you have to go back to the way you're doing it now because you don't quite have the adjustments you want, well, you're only out $9, $10. It's not that big a deal. So I wanted to tell you this exists because it's freaking great for the price. That's what I'll say about it. However, there are some things the OmniFixo can do that this can't. And there's actually another product that if I release this video without telling you about it, you're going to fill the comments up and be like, Bardwell, how did you not know this existed? And I kind of don't want to tell you about it, but I am. But hold on. So other things the OmniFixo can do, depending on which way around the clamp is, the magnet is, this side of the magnet has a metallic ring and it makes contact with the ball. So if we put this magnet down, then this clamp is in electrical contact with this base, and this base is conductive. And the idea is that you could clamp an alligator clamp here and feed ground. This could be ground, right? And then you can clamp this on to your product and give it ground, or you could clamp this on, you could like put 5 volts here and clamp this on and give it 5 volts just by clamping onto it. You would have to take these little plastic pieces off, and then you could just feed power through the base, up the clamp, out, and you could just clamp this on. You don't like that? You want to do it that way? There's no problem. You can also just clamp an alligator clamp here to the back of the clamp. I'm saying the word clamp until it loses all meaning. You can just do an alligator clamp right here on the back and energize this in any way that you see fit. So that's very nice. If you want to isolate one of these, you just flip it over so that the metallic side is up, and you can very easily see, just by looking right here, whether this is energized or not. That's a very, very cool feature. But mostly what this has going for it is the ease of placement. And that's why I am extremely disappointed to tell you that when I searched for OmniFixo in preparation for making this video, because I wanted to look up the pricing, I found that they have cloned the OmniFixo. This is almost identical. It doesn't seem to have the flip over to isolate the base. I can't quite tell, but it looks like the base is just a magnetic base. I'm not even sure that the base is conductive. Yeah, so it has the clamps there. It has the spots where you could clamp on. Gosh darn, it's almost an exact clone. And it is, is it? Oh, that's just, okay, what's the kit? I thought it was $4. I was like, that's just for the metal base. $30. So it's a little less than half the price. Okay, I feel better about myself because frankly, it's a little less than half the price. Just go buy the original. You're saving $30, or you could think of it as you're getting the large one for the price of the small one, roughly. For that difference in price, if it was like $15, I might be like, oh man, that's tempting. I don't know. But like for saving $30, you should just go reward the original inventor and get the superior product, as opposed to it's almost an insult that they're charging $30 for this. I mean, come on, guys. But I felt like I had to acknowledge that existed, or you guys would fill the comments being like, what about that one, Bardwell? Why didn't you talk about that one? It does look like that is almost a straight rip of the OmniFixo for half the price. I'm not going to put a link to that in the video description. If you're the kind of person who wants to buy it anyway, then you'll find it. Instead, I'm going to put a link to this OmniFixo. Yes, and this, which is enough of a copy, an homage, if you will, but not enough of a direct copy, and so much less expensive that I feel like I can sleep at night by mentioning it. I'm going to put a link to those in the video description below, and hopefully you They're not affiliate links because I don't even know if AliExpress does affiliates, but it's just too good of a product for me to let pass and not tell you that it exists. See you in the next one.